So we work with startups from all over the world, and we try to find the business challenges that are most important for retailers. And in that process, we are working with a global ecosystem. Events like this, like Grocery Shop, are great for us because it brings together that entire ecosystem. We have people from the organizations we work with, like grocery and CPG, as well as the startups coming together. And it's a great opportunity for them to meet, have conversations, and engage in person, one-on-one. So personally, I feel being at Grocery Shop is extremely useful for the startups to meet with customers and for our customers to actually meet and have those conversations, which is impossible to have over a phone call. Let's jump in and have a look at what they have to offer. Each one of them is unique, and here we go.
We are very excited to be at Grocery Shop. We are seeing a lot of trends like convenience retail because consumer preferences are changing. I mean, the question is the trade-off for retailers, right? Smaller spaces, tighter margins, and how are you going to maximize your productivity per square foot? That is something that we are very excited to try to solve. Microsoft is a great go-to-market partner, but also we're hosted on Azure. That is really important for us. We are the agentic layer on top of a legacy system like a Blue Yonder. And so we don't expect retailers to rip and replace what they currently are using, but we are the layer on top of the orchestration and database layer, and our agents will do analytics, insights, and execution at a store level. And Microsoft is great because they have the scale, the security, the stability that retailers look out for. I think markdowns are unavoidable, but we also think that there should not be an over-reliance on it. A lot of the times we see that it is also reactive, depending on what the competition does, right? But we believe that with better predictive planning, using agentic AI to help you upstream, you can use markdowns more strategically, and they can serve you better and create long-term value. With Omnistream, we're able to help with store planning at a granular level. And so we believe that the right assortment in every single store should already give you a lot of profitability.
I've had the opportunity to go to a lot of these shows over the last couple of years, so it's really interesting to see the evolution. First time I went to a retail show, it was very focused on agentic AI, Copilot, but it was still very, very broad. I think this is the first time I came to a show where I feel like they finally really had the use case rolled out on how they were going to use it. And when I go to a lot of these events right now and talk to a lot of the people that are coming to the show, one of the first topics that they talk about is customer experience, the agentic companion. They're really looking at utilizing it to help boost that shopping cart. So I think there's very clear use cases and lanes in which they're now seeing how they can take advantage of agentic. We help boost Microsoft's diversity and services, right? They obviously have very focused tools that they offer and solutions, but being a partner, we can focus on a very specific problem and niche effort that they may not have the resources or a background to be able to address, right? So in terms of how we've been working with them is just really being able to provide a complementary solution to their customers that can help them better take advantage of their inventory, right? Utilizing AI in a way that Microsoft just really hasn't considered before. So our solution focuses specifically at the post-replenishment process, right? Once you've done whatever you want to do in terms of automation or AI forecasting to be able to get your replenishment system up to date, you're still going to have inventory that's long tail, that's novelties, that maybe has to fit minimum order quantities or shelf requirements. So that's going to lead to inventory that's stagnant, that's not moving. It can lead to imbalances, right? So our solution as a post-replenishment solution looks at the inventory, what's on shelves, to identify the inventory that's not moving at that store level, and then makes recommendations on how they could balance that to be able to sell through at their original cost price. So they're not having to clearance it out, they're not writing it off. The solution also looks at logistics and operation costs. So ultimately, what they're seeing is a loss about 2 to 5% in the margin, and that works out a lot better than 20, 30, 50% in clearancing it out.